a new and exciting update to Autogen. And this time, the Autogen team has built a tool that allows us to create a library of agents, and afterwards we can just let Autogen decide which agents we need in any specific task that we are going to create. And based on this, it is going to select the agents and try to fulfill our requirements and create the best output. Let me just go over this documentation that was created by the Autogen team. We'll cover this very fast, and then I will show you two examples. Obviously, the first example is going to be building a snake game. This is mandatory for any YouTuber that is building anything with agents. And the other one is a bit more interesting. Let's dive into this. So in this notebook, we introduce a new feature for auto build from library, which helps user build an automatic task solving process powered by a multi-agent system from a predefined agent library. Basically, we can let Autogen first build agents for us, which is a feature that we already had. And now you can also save all the agents in one JSON file. This is called the agent library. And upon requesting Autogen to start a task, it is going to fetch the relevant agents and start building only using the relevant agents. Now, I won't go over this whole thing, but I will make sure to upload the link to this specific documentation in the video details. And I've also uploaded to my GitHub repository an example. So how does this library look like? So basically, the library consists of it's a JSON file that consists of many different agents and their profiles or their description. So environmental scientist, which is as an environmental scientist, the candidate should possess it's like just a brief overview of what each agent is able to do. Like software developer, as a software developer, you must be able to work collaboratively in a group chat environment to complete tasks assigned by a leader or colleague, primarily using Python programming expertise, excluding the need for code interpretation skills. And we have the data analyst. As a data analyst for this position, you must be adept at analyzing data using Python, completing tasks, etc., etc. So we just have this library, which, by the way, I've taken their description from here, but then I just went to, here's an example. So this is the prompts that they are using in order to generate the agents. And this is a list of positions of different agents that you can use. But I've taken this prompt and I've just generated more agents into my own library. So we have the lawyer, we have a programmer, the accountant, a mathematician, and these are agents that I've created. I've asked ChatGPT actually to create this JSON file. So I gave him this part and I told ChatGPT, use this JSON as an example, and now I want you to generate more agents, descriptions. One is a copywriter, the other one is an aggressive copywriter, the third one is a direct-to-consumer CMO, and the fourth one is a cold email specialist. These are new agents that I've requested, and this is because in the last few days, I've been uploading videos about CrewAi and how CrewAi has helped me in creating free cold email templates to actually promote my real business, which is a solution that helps generate ads at scale for direct-to-consumer brands or agencies. So I've used the same agents that I've used in CrewAi also in this scenario. And for those of you who didn't see the videos, so check them out in the channel. This is like the results that were generated by the different crews. These are 3 different code emails drafts that were generated by 3 different crews that I built differently. And today I wanted to see how exactly is Autogen going to, what is the quality of the output that would be produced by Autogen with using this new agent library tool or ability. So basically, I love this idea that you can just build a very long and comprehensive list of agents and create a JSON file, and you just place it in your directory. And then what you do next, basically, as you can see here, I have this agent library example. So these are all the agents that I wanted to build. Obviously, as I said, you can keep on adding them. And now what I did here, basically, you give Autogen, you write down the task, you set where is the library located, then you provide which GPTR you want to use. You have the whole code in GitHub, in my GitHub, so just copy and paste it. But basically, the only thing that you need to change is the execution task, and obviously the OpenAI API keys. And then you can run this. So the first iteration that I did was obviously, as we said, it has to be a snake game. So let me show you the code. This was the code. Basically, create a snake game. This was the whole execution task. And I wanted to see exactly what is going to happen. This is the execution. So the first step is the agent builder is going to seek who are the relevant agents to this task. So he decided that software developer and programmer are selected. Then he generated system messages for both of them. So preparing system message for software developer, preparing system message for programmer, creating the agents based on their description and using the LLM that was predefined. In this case, it was GPT-4. And then it started to create a snake game. Here I had some sort of an error. Then I fixed the error, and this is like already the conversation. So first of all, the software developer is saying creating a full snake game is a multi-step process that involves setting up a game loop, handling user input, drawing graphics, and implementing game logic. For simplicity, I'll use the Pygame library, which is a set of Python modules designed for writing video games. It includes computer graphics and sound libraries, and here's like the outline. It started writing the code, and then it had some issue, and then the programmer came in. It seemed like there was an issue with the execution of the provided code. Since I can't execute code directly, I provide you with a complete Python script for the snake game. You can copy and paste this script into a Python file and run it on your local machine, etc., and so on and so on. Eventually, it did spit out a code which had some errors, but I also, to be honest, I paused this. It did spit out a code. It didn't work out correctly, and then I decided to pause this because the goal of the video and the goal of my research isn't to build snake games, but I just wanted to use snake game because everybody is using this, and I wanted to see how actually which agent it is going to select. After doing this short demo, I moved on to like the task that I really want to solve, and this is creating the free email templates for my as a scale solution and see what it generates. So basically what I did here is I gave it this task. Create free cold email drafts promoting my solution that is called Add at Scale. The solution helps direct-to-consumer brands and agencies accelerate their process of editing videos. It uses code to generate multiple ads based on historical data of top-performing ads. Make the email short, make sure that the prospects understand that this is a zero-risk solution, and the call to action should be requesting a permission to send a short video explaining the solution. Later on, I added the path to the library, and as I showed you, I added more agents to the library. We added the copywriter, the aggressive copywriter, the direct-to-consumer CMO, and the cold email specialist. And then we had nothing changed besides this. Like, this code is pretty straightforward. And basically, we started the execution. Let me take you to the execution. Okay, so this is the execution. Here I had many issues with how exactly I should have created the script. So I shared with you guys in the GitHub the cleaned up script already, so you won't have to waste time on trying to figure out stuff that I have already figured out. And this is the execution. So looking for suitable agents in the library. So it went to the library and it decided that copywriter is relevant, aggressive copywriter is relevant, direct-to-consumer CMO is relevant, and cold email specialist is relevant as well, which is great because this is what I expected. He started creating the agents, and then he started the conversation. The tasks that I asked them to do, I will just read it together, creating free cold email drafts. And this is the first draft. Unleash creativity with efficiency. Subject, transform your video ads with a click. Discover how. So this is pretty long. Are you ready to revolutionize the way you create video ads? At added scale, we understand the challenges of keeping content fresh and engaging. That's why we've developed a groundbreaking solution that empowers direct-to-consumer brands and agencies like yours to amplify your creative potential without the usual time constraints, etc. And then this is like de-risking. We're confident that at the scale will transform your video editing workflow, and we want to prove it to you risk-free. May we have your permission to send a brief video that showcases the simplicity and effectiveness of our solution. So that was the first draft. This is the second draft. Also, this is the third draft, and now we are moving forward. The aggressive copywriter answered something that was a bit seemed a bit like a hallucination. It said that it acknowledged the task, but it didn't understand why the termination. But it felt that the termination command is premature, as we have not yet received feedback or confirmation from the group chat manager or other participants. Please provide any necessary input or adjustments to the email drafts above. Once the drafts are finalized and approved, we can proceed with the termination of the task. Now the direct-to-consumer CMO stepped in, understood, let's refine the messaging to be more assertive and direct, emphasizing the zero risk aspect and the call to action more prominently. So let's see what this direct-to-consumer CMO suggested. Cut the guesswork and endless editing out of your ad campaign. Ads at Scale is here to catapult your video content to new heights, leveraging the proven success of your historical data. Our code-driven platform transforms your top-performing ads into a variety of compelling videos ready to capture your audience's attention. We're so confident in the power of our solution that we're offering you a sneak peek with absolutely zero risk. May we send you a short video that unveils the magic behind our ads. This is nice, I like it. This is the second variation, the third variation, and then the cold email specialist added his input. The revised drafts are more assertive and direct, with a clear emphasis on the zero risk aspect and strong call to action. Here are some additional tweaks to further refine the messaging. Let's see what he suggests. Why settle for an ordinary when you can achieve the extraordinary with your video ads? Ad at Scale offers a revolutionary approach, transforming your historical hits into a suite of high-performing videos. It's editing innovation at the speed of thought. Nice, I like it. We're inviting you to witness the impact of our solution firsthand with no risk involved. Are you open to receiving a short video that demonstrates the prowess of Ads at Scale? Nice, I like that. Let's see the second variation. Your best ads are just the beginning. With Ads at Scale, you can effortlessly expand your ad repertoire, all while drawing on the strength of your past successes. Our smart, data-driven platform does the heavy lifting for you. We're offering you a glimpse into the future of ad creation risk-free. Would you allow us to send you a brief video that showcases how Ads at Scale can revolutionize your workflow? Nice. And this is the last one. Editing fatigue is a thing of the past. With Ads at Scale, you're on the fast track to creating a diverse and engaging video ads that hit the mark every time, all based on your historical best performance. We're thrilled to offer you a risk-free look at our platform in action. May we send you a short video that reveals the full potential of AIAgents. This is the direct-to-consumer CMO saying that the final drafts provided by the cold email specialists are well crafted and should effectively communicate the value proposition of AIAgents. They are assertive, highlight the zero risk factor, and include a clear call to action. If there are no further adjustment or feedback from the team, these drafts can be used for cold email campaigns. Please confirm if these are ready for deployment or if there are additional points to consider. If everything is in order, we can proceed to the next steps. Awesome, I love this. At this point, I went to play with my daughter and forgot this is running. So basically started forming something that seems like an error. But I'll definitely take, I probably, if I would have been sitting next to the computer and not playing with my daughter, I would have said, this is fine, let's terminate. So I love them. I'm not afraid to admit that I love these free alternatives. I really like them, and I'm going to add them to this file, which currently has the results from CrewAi tests. And I'm not saying that CrewAi is better than Autogen or Autogen is better than CrewAi, because obviously we are not comparing exactly apples to apples. And the prompt that I gave to Autogen today, I think it was better than the prompts that I gave to CrewAi. But still, it is nice to have like this tabular representation of all the alternatives, and we are going to keep on building and testing on top of this. So I'm going to add the Autogen drafts to this table. If you want, please check out the videos that I did on CrewAi just to see the process and the friction that I had, although I didn't have many friction, but how exactly I built the processes using CrewAi. Yeah, I guess that's it for today, guys. A new Autogen update. Autogen team keeps on evolving and changing things so rapidly and improving things very fast. I'm very curious to see how I can, first of all, leverage this library. I'm going to keep on building this agent library, adding more agents, and then letting Autogen decide which agents are most relevant. I think it's fantastic. And I want to add a layer on top of this of probably RAG and also like memory or teachable agents, which is also something that Autogen team has been deploying, and they actually extended the teachable agents abilities, but I didn't want to cover this in this video. All in all, I'm very happy about this test in opposing to what we did yesterday, which was kind of a shitstorm. Not saying that Open Interpreter, which we tested yesterday, isn't a good platform. I still love Open Interpreter, but the test yesterday didn't yield the result that I wanted. That's it for today, guys. If you have comments, questions, or feedback about what we discussed today, please leave them in the comment section. Also about the content, also about the presentation. If I should have dived deeper into like the output, or was it too slow? Any feedback is welcome. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and even leave a comment. That would be awesome. And until next time, keep on automating.